You cleared your throat for us to start a podcast? That's how it goes. I like that. Let me start your music.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to That Checks Out with Damon and Ted. I'm Ted.
I'm Damon. Hey. Hey, everybody. I'm Damon.
Hey, everybody. I'm David.
That's the bear.
You got to go like 45 weeks without that?
Yeah.
And then I throw one of those in where I'm not just gonna, not going to do it.
Sorry.
I'm Ted.
I am Ted. I have no remorse.
You can't do that every week.
Yeah.
This is a steam.
Right, yeah. And right now it's a steamer, all right. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's good. It's a steamer.
The one that was firing out number twos.
So, all right. So here, I want to start. I have a dead to me. All right. This is my dead to me is when they have a commercial ad, anything like that says prices starting at. Okay. Like
so one thing is that price.
Right. So it says like our new specials. This is as an Applebee's commercial got me thinking about it. But it's our new specials start at $13.99. And then I'm like, do you want to drink with that? Do you want meat? You know, would you like that on a plate? You know, it's like, okay, that'll be $92. You know, it's so wild how you go there and you're like, yeah, I like to do. Yeah, you guys have the all you can eat. Like we do the shrimp. Okay, you do the shrimp. You go in, you pay. You're like, oh man, I'm gonna take these guys to the cleaners. This is about to be a game right here. You know, and then all of a sudden, you find out they bring out your first plate. And the second plate, it takes a month to get.
Right.
And it's half the order of anything you order the first plate.
Yeah, because you have to send in
It's a waiting game.
You have to send for it, and then 6 to 8 weeks later, your shrimp arrives.
Yeah, it's like Columbia House is in charge of my all you can eat shrimp.
Fair, we have all stolen from Columbia House.
Correct. Hey, remember that penny? You still owe me for all
Columbia House could take a class action suit against our generation
and win.
Yeah,
and win. Glenn Lerner's like, we will sue the world, and you will get money. Okay, that's how it works.
I can't tell you how many of us have 12 CDs that we've spent 1/12 of a penny.
Yeah, right.
On
correct,
and we spent nothing else at Columbia House.
Well, and if you don't keep them, it's fine. You know, it's then you just send them back if you don't like them. Oh, they're never going back.
We're probably old enough where you have the cassettes.
Cassettes. I was going to say cassettes. But anyway, that's what gets me is it's like we're starting at. Look, I've been in car dealership world and stuff too. They do that too. They're like, we got this brand new car. It's like, $14,999. Okay, that's one model. That's one vehicle. It exists for 1 minute because someone buys it. It has no AC. It has no power windows. It has no carpet. It has rubber floor. Has this. So you get there and you're like, oh, here's the deal. You don't want that car. But when you get there, you've already got it in your mind. You're going to get one of those cars. So now you're about $15,000 more. So you like doubled your price. And you're like, yeah, that's the one I want. Yeah. Let's sign the papers. So again, these are dead to me, mostly in the food industry because look, if I go there and I think I'm going to get all you can eat shrimp, I don't know that I have to book a month of my time. You know what I mean? I'm not a deserted island. Well, I'm not catching it.
I've seen some people on YouTube where they're like famous, like their whole job is they go places and eat.
Yes, correct.
And they're like, yeah, I talked to them, and usually you have to order you only get like one order every time you come in. And I've talked to them ahead of time, so they'll bring me like 6 at a time. I'm like, why is it the person they know is going to eat them out of house and home gets the special treatment? Right. Where I just want maybe a third of that.
Yeah. What you want me to do is you're like, look, I saw that guy come in the door. We need him to get bored. Okay? This is what we need. We need him to get bored. And then, you know what they do? They take go, take your cell phone out. And they look and they're like, he's at 98% battery. You know what? We're not going to wait this guy out. We better just bring him some food and get him the hell out of our store. You know? But that's really what they want to do. They just want to wait you out and they want you to be bored. And they want, and again, I don't want to eat 6 garlic scampi shrimp and then go, yeah, I think I want 6 more of these because these were oh so filling and I want more. When? Tuesday. You know, it's like, I don't want to do that. So anybody that has that policy as their place or policy, same thing on the way here, because I was thinking about it. I passed the Ajax Cleaners, okay? And it says comforter, quilts, it says $14.99. And then it has an asterisk underneath there that says, ask for details. You just gave me the details. If I have one of those things, it's $14.99. So I'm going to come in there and be like, hold on, how much does this mean to you? Oh, that's way more, because we're gonna screw this thing up. All right? So, yeah. Is there sentimental value? It's like $39.95.
So the details is you have to buy them in pairs.
Yeah. First off, you have to buy the quilt from us. We sell quilts, and then we'll clean them for you. It's like, well, why would you have to clean it for me? Oh, because these are disgusting quills. Yeah, you're not going to want to take it home the way it is. So $14.99.
It's $14.99 to put the chemicals in. It's
you want
$79.99 to the chemicals out.
Yeah, because they will burn. They cause blindness. they will burn you.
They will burn your eyes out.
Yeah, but I saw that and I'm like, ask for details. You just put it on the sign. Your sign says the details.
Like there's a rotary, like a conveyor belt sushi place by my house.
Yes,
and they'll be like, starting at like $2 or $1.49 a plate.
Well, you better be sitting right next to where it comes out.
No, I'm saying like that. The only thing that comes around on that is like literally like a scrambled egg on rice, like cut into like
right,
cut and it has a lot of seaweed around it. That's the $1.49 one. Everything else that comes out are like the $3 and the $4 and the $9 plate. And you're like, And because they're color coordinated, the white ones are the cheap ones, and everything. And there's all the blues and greens are coming out.
Yeah, weird.
Cool.
You know that's the fifth trip around for that egg. I think it should be less than $1.99 right now. Just saying. I'm thinking that should be a little bit less.
Oh yeah, the delicious steak ones. Yeah, those are on the expensive plate.
So the other thing, I went to the doc. My doctor's retiring. Okay, probably because he's had to work with me. Yep. Okay, but if
I have to check that guy's prostate one more time,
right. Yeah. So, by the way,
every time that guy demands that I check his prostate.
We're in a grocery store. You can see me outside of work. Okay? You're not supposed to ask me. Yes, I have gloves, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
All he hears is, "Hey, doc." Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Hey, is there a butthole?
Yeah.
Is he exposing his butthole?
I'm crouched down between the cantaloupes. Just reach in and see if it's fresh. What is he doing? I don't know what he's doing. I think he's getting an exam, but I'm not positive.
Man, these melons stink.
Yeah, I've never seen an exam in the prostate exam in the cantaloupe aisle. I just don't even know what's going on.
Clean up aisle prostate.
So, swear to God, Irv, I was never in his prostate. That is a great joke, and that just came out of my face. I will take it. Anyway, if you've never seen Mr. Mom, go watch that. You'll get that reference. No, but it's funny because he tells me, we just did the blood work and everything, and he's like, again, he can't say fat man, but he goes, "You're the healthiest big guy I know." And I'm like,
"We're putting it in till we touch the brain."
You see my hair moving? We still ain't found the brain.
No.
If you hit the sausage button, I'm going to die.
Sausage.
That's what I figured you're going for. So anyway, he tells me, he goes, "Look," he goes, like I could tell you every time if you want. He goes, you could lose some pounds. He goes, but he goes, "Man," he goes, you're not this, you're not this, you're not this. I mean, everything was good. And I'm like, cool. Because you always worry. You do worry, you know? And so anyway, I realized while I'm there, I have, this is crazy, because I had cookie crumbs all over me because I had no, yeah, that was solid. I didn't know what you were reaching for, but that was solid. So
he brought the evidence with him.
Yeah. So what's weird is since I've been doing more traveling in the car on a daily basis, I put some Pop-Tarts under my center console. So when I don't have time for breakfast or something, I'm like, I'll eat some Pop-Tarts, right? Well, the day I get Pop-Tarts, guess what I do? I treat myself to cookies, okay? Now I eat some on the way home, and then I have some in the car, so it's like, oh man, I got car snacks, okay?
Here's the problem. Chuck should have heard this episode first.
Yeah.
Because last week he could have been like, yeah, you want the candy? He'd be like, "Hey, Dad's got Pop-Tarts."
Yeah, that's exactly. Do you like Nutter Butters more than you like sour candy? Because I know where they are. I didn't leave them out in plain eyesight. That's my thing.
So you have car snacks.
I have car snacks. Okay. So this is really what he says. He goes, well, you may want to start a new regimen, with stuff. And I go, but I have. That's what I tell him. And I literally look at him and I go, I have. I call it car snacks. And he looks at me, and I love my dad because he laughs. He gets me so well. Okay. But it's funny that you can see him laugh. He's got the mask on, and everything. But you can see him laughing and he's chuckling. And so I go, yeah, car snacks. I go, so what I've done is I've done this. He goes, because you're eating Pop-Tarts on a daily basis. I go, not a daily basis, but I go, semi-daily, And he's like,
5-6 times a week, not daily. Not daily.
I'm not in the car every day. I'm not an animal doc, But what's funny is I had those cookies from the night before when I got everything. And so I had to run over there in the middle of the day, and I was like, oh, I'm hungry, but I didn't bring, So I'm like, oh, cookies. So I literally eat these cookies on the way there, okay? And I walk in. I must have crumbs all over myself. Okay. Which I thought I brushed off.
You could lose a few pounds. I'm not eating. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? There's because they were Reese's Pieces cookies.
Oh,
were they delicious? Okay,
Yeah, all right.
So anyway, but I told him I go car snacks, and he starts laughing. Well, so in my final moments with my doctor, he told me about this medicine because you know how we've talked, like we make fun of all kinds of Friday plans and this and that, but he gave me, and I think it's black ginger. That's what it's called. It's a pill. And he says it helps like with your energy and this and that. He goes, and it really helps with your drive. That's how he says it, right? And he's got an accent. But he's like
sausage.
Correct. Okay. So he told me about that like 2 times ago. So I'm in there, and he says, "Are you taking that?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I haven't been taking it regularly, but yes." I said, "I do notice more energy when I take it." Right. So he goes, "I take it every day," and he goes, "It really helps your drive." So he says it. Now he's talking about like banging. Now my doctor's talking about. Like TMI, doc. You know what I mean?
You were back in your 90s commercial of car snacks or when your hunger attacks.
Right. I'm really like, how do we market car snacks? Okay. We need a car pantry. Okay. How do we do this? Okay. And then he hops in with this, and then he tells me, this is hand to God. He tells me, he goes, instead of getting the pills next time, get the powder. He goes, I ordered it by accident. He goes, but get the powder. He goes, because it lasts longer. He goes, and you put it in like a tablespoon of olive oil. I can't see me eating straight olive oil with powder in it. I can't see that. But he goes, works the same for your wife. And I go, what do you mean? He goes,
now he wants you to roofie your wife?
Well, roofie or give her basically boner pills. I don't know. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. So anyway, so he's telling me this, and he goes, my wife takes it every day. And I look at him and I go, and I literally look at him with a straight face and I go, that's why you're retiring. I need more free time. I said it like that. That was the last thing I said to my doctor. I think he stopped talking to me after that, okay?
That's on him.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming you for that.
I feel like you put it on a tee.
Yeah.
How would I not swing at this? Okay? This is the last time we're ever talking. I'm healthy. Yeah. Okay? You're not giving me bad news like, okay, here's the deal. You're going to need to see 3 more doctors that aren't me. Yeah. Okay? He's actually telling me, hey, you're really healthy.
He's telling you, hey, look, I'm using Go Juice. I'm also slipping into my wife. Yeah. So you just commonly went back like, you need time for banging, right? Yeah. And instead, apparently, that's what killed the mood.
So what you're saying is my office visit's cutting into your shag time. Yeah. I got you. Hence the retirement.
All the way up to the blank of the Mad Lib. You filled it out, and he's like, I'm out. Yeah. This guy is disgusting. Yeah. Let's go back to car snacks. Yeah. It's for when your hunger attacks.
So about those car snacks. He is the Frank Thomas of doctors, okay? He's literally telling me how this stuff works. And then he tells me, by the way, it doesn't just work on men. I give it to my wife. And I'm thinking, okay.
Yeah, it's strong enough for a man, but it's pH balanced for a woman.
But it's made for a woman. So again, if we learn anything today.
So basically what we learned today is Nicole is taking black ginger.
I have a case of olive oil at home. And a 55-gallon drum of powder.
Just don't hide it in the Cheez-Its.
Right. I can't do that because she'll find them. But no, I was laughing because, like I said, nice thing is, I think car snacks.
You can't take it in anything else?
Huh?
But you could put powder in a lot of stuff. But it has to go in olive oil?
Because he said it's so good for you. The olive oil is so good for you. Or coconut oil is also good for you. So he's like, but he said, who keeps coconut oil sitting? I get that. I understand. But, olive oil, look, I don't know what olive oil tastes like. I know what olives taste like because I did it one time on accident, and I'll never do it again in my life.
Olive oil.
Is it anywhere near that?
Oh, you had olive oil, didn't you? In that same run, one of them was olive oil.
Oh, with Hooper?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, then it wasn't good because there's nothing I had there that was good.
It doesn't really have a taste to it. It's just,
but the consistency is it's very thick. Yeah.
Well, you're drinking oil. It's not normal.
Yeah. It's 50 weight. It's 50 weight. Yeah. So, but no. So
is this synthetic? Because once I go synthetic, I can't go back.
Right. Here's what we learned. Okay. First off, my doctor was going to retire anyway. I didn't force him into this. All right.
Here's the thing. Yeah. I don't know how much faith I'm putting in a guy that's like, I'm never seeing this guy again.
Yeah. Blood test? Great. Yeah. Good.
Perfectly healthy. Yeah. Snort this black ginger and some olive oil.
Let me get them crumbs off your shirt for you. You seem to be perfectly healthy.
You know that Boioioing stuff I've been telling you about? Comes in powder, too. Yeah. Got it by accident from a guy. You know what I'm talking about.
I got a Boing guy. He's just in a dark alley behind Denny's. He's got just a satchel of powder. How much you need? What do you... You carrying a satchel? What are you, like a 1980s or 1800s doctor? What are you doing, Doc Baker? You know?
He's just got a canteen of olive oil.
Yeah, but I did find it very odd when you're a large man who is in your late 40s. Okay, that's where I am, late 40s. When you're there and he tells you you're relatively healthy, and then you talk about your car snacks and brush the crumbs off yourself.
I'm going to spin this in a way that I'm going to enjoy.
I didn't see that coming.
He said to you, "Hey, you're relatively healthy, except we need to get you some of that Boing stuff."
Yeah. Except I've talked to your wife.
Everything else seems to work, except your wow comes in powder. Put it in olive oil.
He's like,
you look like a dude that would just eat olive oil.
You know what I love though? If he's like, listen, 1 out of 1 wife's poll, okay? Basically says
one out of your wife's poll.
That's what it is. Basically, it's what I've determined, okay? I've polled the audience. 1 out of your wife's polled states you need Boing powder.
She wants a different car snack.
Yeah, right.
For when hunger attacks.
Yeah, no car snacks. She will be having no car snacks whatsoever.
You keep this under your seat?
Yeah, your Pop-Tarts are going nowhere near.
Nope.
You keep Pop-Tarts to yourself. Hey, you might want to timestamp that. I think I just turned his stomach on that one.
Sausage.
Right?
I used it confidently all week.
I really did. Car snacks. I really did. So, sorry to go in so deep, but I thought it was really good news. I'm healthy. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, I'm healthy. I mean, very positive. But you are correct. I never looked at your angle of, I'm never going to see this guy again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's 2 angles on that.
Let's not end this on a bad note.
I'm never going to see this guy again. I'm going to tell him whatever I want. Conversely, hey, you're perfectly healthy. Maybe you want to take this stuff for your...
Right. Right. You plan on railing anytime soon? Well, here's what I'm telling you. I got the powder for you. I almost got you spit your tea out. I got so close. Mm-hmm. I don't know where that verb came from, but it came out.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Did not see that coming.
Well, this is like on a train last week. Railing just popped in my head. So anyway, can I mention one more thing I saw on TV?
But we've already ruined everything. Go right ahead.
Yeah. If you were eating, I really apologize, okay? If you were having a delicious car snack while you were listening to this, I apologize.
This is your first time to our podcast. Yeah. Check us out. We have over 170 more.
Get those ho-hos out of your glove box and sit back and enjoy. So here's where we go. By the way, I haven't tried that yet. I wonder if they'd fit in there. How many could I get in there? Probably a whole box.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I could pretty big gold box there. It's a $50 box.
No, you got me.
I knew it. I saw your eyes light up.
FTB was coming.
I saw your eyes light up. All right. Here's my last thing that I saw on TV that I just don't understand. And I would abuse the hell out of this.
Sesame Street?
So, Domino's, they have what they call a free emergency pizza. Have you seen the ad?
I'm not to the point where I know what it is,
okay,
but I have seen.
So I researched it just so I knew for this, because when I see that, I immediately think it's an emergency. I need a pizza. Okay. Well, that's really what it is. It's, hey, I messed up dinner, or hey, stuff went late and it's an emergency. I need a pizza. So what they're saying is if you start an account with them, okay, you're going to get an emergency pizza from them for free when you need one, because they probably figure you're going to get more than a pizza. So we'll give you this pizza, and then you can pay, because their pizzas are like $7 or $8 anyway. They're not.
I was gonna say like $7.99 for a large or whatever.
This is not high quality pizza you're getting.
No.
Okay.
If you go down to your local mom and pop shop, a large now is like $31, and you're like, no, I just wanted a pizza.
Yeah. Right. I didn't know that I was actually going to pay for the silverware and for the table that I'm sitting at. I didn't want to do that.
The car you're delivering it in.
Right. Did I pay for the Uber for the guy to get here?
Don't need any black ginger.
Yeah. By the way, works. Heard about it. Can you send me over a gallon of olive oil? I would appreciate that. But anyway, they have this emergency pizza. So me personally, I don't really like start accounts. Like there's so many apps for everything. Your McDonald's app, you get this app, that app. And if you go on here, you can get daily deals, you get this, you get that. I don't do that stuff really. Here's the deal. If I set up this account, I feel like I would be the boy that cried wolf all the time. I don't know how many you get. I don't know if you get like one.
It's probably one.
I don't know if you get one. Maybe you get one like annually. I don't know. If that's the case, like I don't like their pizza really at all. But once a year, I could fake some kind of emergency, cry wolf, and be like, Domino's.
This does remind me of that's how I find out what fake date I put in for my birthdays and things. Because I'll get emails. It's your birthday month. Come down for your free cone at Baskin Robbins. I'm like,
no, it ain't.
April is not when I was born. Clearly, because what I'll do is I'll just take that spinner and go wherever it lands.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
You're
my
right.
date.
That's me.
Do not care.
Yeah, game on. Hey.
You don't get my actual information?
Yeah.
Don't care.
Yeah.
But it'll literally be like, oh, apparently October is a real fancy month for signing up for things.
But by the way, when you say spinner, when you get to the year now, boy, does that suck.
Yeah.
I mean,
You literally feel like you're trying to impress people on The Price is Right.
yeah, you're like Showcase Showdown, and you're like, okay, I just spun it twice. I'm still not to 1976. So I don't understand. But no, again, I don't know to what level they consider an emergency, but to me, it's just, I'm hungry, I'm lazy, doctor just said I'm healthy, and I've got some powder on order. Okay? I need a pizza. Yeah. That's really where I'm at in life. So again, I'd like to see what they consider emergency.
I got home, ate all the car snacks. Turns out I'd eaten all the house snacks. We're talking 911 time. We're talking, this is going to be an old reference, but you're going to call Rampart because it's an emergency time.
That's right. Right. But again, it's great of them to offer that because I'm sure that drums up business for them. Because some people, and they show, I think
I just saw a thing where this woman was on, I don't know what it was, but something where she was complaining that her coworker didn't know what a potluck was. She showed up for a meal for like 25 people with a pizza.
Yeah.
So she had to order 4 more pizzas to make up for this guy's potluck faux pas. And it was back and forth. Like, yeah, that guy doesn't know what a potluck is. That's not a lot of pizza. But the point of a potluck is one guy isn't supplying food for everyone.
Right.
So one seems a little low, but I don't think like you can be like.
But
I don't need pizza.
She doesn't get it either.
I don't need pizza for everyone. Right. Because not everyone's going to want pizza.
Right. It's a potluck.
Right.
Here's the deal. You got lucky if you got some pizza. Okay. It's a pot, not luck, if you get no pizza. That's how it goes. But you're correct. One person's job is not to supply one of everything or one of anything for everybody there.
And one for you, and one for you, and one for you, and one for you.
So just taking a head count, I was going to bring pizza. How many people you think want a piece of pizza?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does everyone just want cheese? What do we want in our pizza?
Yeah. Here's the toppings bar. Well, you know what's weird, though? What if that guy used his emergency pizza, and then the girl used hers, and they delivered them at the same place? They're like, wait a minute.
Oh, they get there, because Domino's has that fancy like app where it shows you where it's going to. They're like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Because
these emergency pizzas are going to the same place.
Don't you pin yourself now on them. Yeah. So here's in the commercial.
I'd win for you. I'd win for you.
It's so cheesy in the commercial. A lady is sitting on a park bench about to take a sub sandwich and put it in her mouth. And like a hawk flies down and takes it. And that's her emergency. Okay? Now, that's cool. But then she like pins it, takes her emergency, and you see a guy come out from behind the tree in the park holding a pizza. Like, here's your emergency.
Oh, I have seen that. I didn't realize that what that was for. Okay.
Yeah, but you're like, bro, I realize she pinned herself. If I pin myself anywhere, okay, odds of me being there 20 minutes later.
First off, they're going to stop at the gas station and be like, is this guy really where he's at?
Yeah.
Can we double check? Can we cross-reference? We don't know where he's at.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? The odds of me, I'm going to stay put now and wait for the pizza? That's garbage. Now, if you get a moving pin, okay, where you're like, okay, he's doing stuff. He's running errands. We're going to meet him at AutoZone, okay? We're going to meet him over at AutoZone in the parking lot. We see him.
You're just across each other at a stoplight, and they're doing the finger thing where they point to their eyes and at you.
Yeah. You both put it in park, and you meet at the yellow line in the left turn lane so the guy can't go.
He puts his hand out the window, turns it up, and points at the Domino. And he's like, it's me, bro.
It's me. I'm your guy.
It's me.
I'm your guy. You know the guy you've been looking for? Yeah, it's me.
It's me.
It's me. He's behind you. You're like, I'm being followed. I have no idea what's going on. You're calling 911. Now there's cops behind both of you.
It's so weird. That cop's light bar is upward and at an angle.
Sideways.
I don't understand.
I don't get it at all.
It's me. It's Domino. We can see your pin.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Domino's guys and I with the same dispatcher going, I think this guy's fear for his life. I'm just trying to get the guy a pizza. Happens to be a free emergency pizza. We're worried about the guy. This is an emergency. I can't get him to stop. I don't know what it is.
911, what's your emergency? I'm out of pizza.
You want to call Domino's.
Yeah, this is happening a lot. You want to call Domino's.
Want to call Domino's. Yeah. By the way, are you in the park right now? Did you have a sub sandwich? Oh, yeah. They'll come right out of the tree. You're good. They'll come right out of the tree.
You're fine.
Just pin where you're at. By the way, that park seems very unsafe. Sit on that bench for the next 45 minutes. See what happens. You'll be calling us back. Yeah. I guarantee it. We're going to be there before that pizza. I promise.
We're going to put a pin in this.
Yeah. I'm being mugged. Can you please pin your location?
We'll circle back.
Yeah. They call you back. Do you ever get that pizza? No? How you doing okay?
You okay?
Yeah. All right. Can we do a couple fun facts?
What?
You got something.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
I just want to tell this because I did impromptu comedy.
Oh, yes, you did.
Recently.
Yes.
After the this is a few weeks back now. But
Yeah.
we were so gung ho about post Thanksgiving last week that I forgot to talk about. After the Wilmington game where they won to go into state, it was in town, and I went over to the bar in town, Tuffy's, and got on stage, did a little comedy.
Yeah.
So I'm in town. It's a local game.
Yeah.
A local place.
And they won big.
They won big. None of the other comedians are local or know anything about Wilmington. They're trying to make, there's a giant outside the city. It scared me when I was coming into town. Or what's the name of the team here? The Lion? Some kind of cat, right?
Yeah.
Giant flag behind the guy.
Yeah.
Says Wilmington. Wow. I got up there and I was like, wow, you'd be really great in escape rooms.
Yeah.
I wonder what this clue is.
That's a clue. That's a clue right
But
there.
I got up there and I said, hey, it's true. I am from Wilmington. You're my people. We're family. Waited a beat. And we're like, no, we're actually family. It's Wilmington.
Yeah, we're all related.
You've seen it. The family tree is just one straight log all the way down to Van Dyne Prime.
Yeah.
And then someone in the audience was like, ha! Later on after the show, I was like, you really from Wilmington? Oh, yeah. And they're like, I'm a Van Dyne. I'm like, that's why I told the joke.
Yeah. I knew there was going to be one of you, at least.
You can walk into any business in this place. Be the only one in there and be like, Van Dyne, right here. I got you, Van Dyne, right here. That's a local joke for people. I hope they appreciate it. But yeah, it was just like,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a fun time. It was great. It was just, I wish I would have been, it's fun, but people keep going.
But you had no idea you were doing it.
That's the thing is people keep going, you keep doing comedy in Wilmington, I don't know about it. Or, hey, why don't you bring more people to the show? I'm like, stop putting me on the bill 8 seconds before the show.
Right, yeah.
Maybe I can get someone there.
Yeah.
Because your cousin Scott almost came out. Because I said, hey, it is actually happening. I'm going to be on the show. And he's like, maybe I'll come out. Didn't show up. That seemed a little Team Damon.
Yeah. By the way, first thing he's ever done, Team Damon.
Yeah.
So I will take it.
But I get it. In his defense, it was also, hey, you have 12 and a half minutes to get here.
Right.
Clock's ticking.
By the way, when I say I'm going up, I mean I'm walking to the stage now.
I'm calling you and Domino's. Let's see who gets here first.
Right. I've pinned myself. You come on right over. But no, I totally get it. And what's funny is, so what Ted left out of that story is he knew the headliner. And the headliner, he gave him the heads up that, hey, big game in town, total traffic dilemma probably, where you're going to be kind of in the realm of
Yeah, there's one road in town.
in the hub of where the problem is. He gave him a heads up. And the guy tells him, hey, why don't you come on and do a set tonight? And so it's one of those things where it's like, it wasn't a totally planned thing. It was improv.
And this is the thing. I will, since you'd like to do this every episode, I will brag on myself just a little bit.
Yeah.
He shows up, goes to Tuffy, has to convince Tuffy he is the headliner who doesn't have to pay to come in because it's Tuffy.
As everyone does. Right.
Comes over, sits at my table, just talking to me for a few minutes. He's like, hey, I got to go talk to the other comedians.
Yeah.
Goes over to them and he's like, hey, just so you know, this is Ted Wilson. He's going to be doing some time. And they start to balk and protest. He's like, no, it wasn't a vote. This is not a poll. Ted's doing some time.
Right.
I'm just sitting on the other table just like,
yeah.
deuces.
Yeah. I am a big deal.
I have big time Tuffy.
Yeah. I have big timed a small town.
And they come up and like, how much time you want to do? I'm like, it's a guest set. I don't
Yeah.
whatever. Like,
You
do
tell
whatever
me.
you want. I'm like, you tell.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is why the headliner wanted me to be here because I'm the only one that knows how this goes down. Apparently, there's
Right.
there's like a rule. There's an unlearned thing.
You're giving me time. You tell me what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Like, oh, what do you want to do? I'll just push you guys off the bill. Just me and this guy.
I got about an hour and a half. Yeah. Plus, like you said, you didn't plan or prepare for this, so you're improving a set, going up there and doing it.
I'm just doing my basic stuff. Yeah, I'm
Right.
not like and throwing in some Wilmington stuff.
Right.
But
Successful Wilmington stuff. And it's nothing against anybody else, but when you don't know the area, like you said, you can go up there and talk about anything you want to, about, hey, there's a lot of flannel in the crowd, there's this, there's that, whatever you see. But when you go up and you throw out a name, even the people that aren't Van Dynes laughed at that joke.
I was smart enough not to be the one of the comedians who would up and be like, I noticed there's not a lot of non-white people in the crowd.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You said that one over like a turd in the punch bowl.
Yo, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's not funny.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Clearly observant, not funny.
Not funny. Right. You're there to be funny. So much why hey, by the way, a little bit, I'll brag on Ted. Ted, where was your set performed? Were you the first guy up?
No. I led into the headliner.
Correct. Because these other two guys are supposed to be the MC and the
feature.
the feature.
Yeah.
you out-featured the feature.
Yeah.
And again, you're nothing against him. He's a nice guy. You got a set, do whatever. But yes, you got. They're like what the headliner said was.
The headliner is saying,
I want them to be ready.
Yeah, I want them warmed up.
Go out there and make them laugh. So when I come up, they're in a good mood. Yeah.
And I went up there and I went, Damon. Oh, I'm from That Checks Out with Damon and Ted. I'm Ted.
Yeah. Everybody's like, we hate that guy, that other guy. So that's what happens when you grow up in a small town. Everybody knows you. So let's do a couple fun facts.
Let's do.
Okay. All right. Here's a fun fact that I already knew this. I just didn't know the number was so low. 84% of people who attempt vegetarianism return to eating meat within a year.
Sausage.
Yes. 84%. I figured it'd be like 97%. Because some people,
But I'll tell you what, the other 16%,
yeah,
you're going to hear about them every day.
You are correct. You are correct. You know who's not a vegetarian? Anybody who's just eating. You know who is a vegetarian? Anybody who wants to tell you what they're eating. Because I don't have to tell you, hey man, I'm having pot roast.
Hey, I'm a vegan. I just came in for my black ginger. I didn't need to know. I didn't need to know.
Surprisingly, I take everything with olive oil. And
I will say, whenever anyone gets on any kind of like, this is what I'm doing, don't care.
Yeah.
I honestly, I'm at the point where, look, I know what I need to do. I know what I don't do. I know what's right and wrong. I just want to, I get it.
Yeah. What I need to do, honestly, is I need to do a little more cardio than what because I've done it in the past. I need to do more of that. But realistically, if you tell me, I have friends that are doing the caveman or the paleo or whatever. Yeah, the carnivore diet. They're doing that. And it's working great for them. Here's the problem. If I do that and it works great for me, and say I can pull it off for a month or maybe 2 months. First off, the price of it expensive.
I was just like, how do people afford it?
First off, the price of it's expensive, okay? Second off, the first time that I sniff any kind of carb, okay, I'm going to be right back to where I was. I mean, and not because I wouldn't.
You were talking about Angry Ted.
Yeah.
I would open my bedroom door like, is that toast? Yeah. I will end you.
Yeah. Why are we making? Is someone boiling noodles?
Because my bedroom was right above the kitchen.
Right. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. So you cut that stuff out, and you're like, that's why I said it seems low. 84% of people, because I will tell you, there's a lot of people that are vegetarians, but you are correct. Everyone that I know that's a vegetarian, I know they're a vegetarian. I don't have to question. I don't have to go, hey, no, she didn't order any meat. No, because I already got a spiel on what you do. I don't know all about you. And again, some of them are my good friends.
We surveyed 100 people. Top 10 answers on the board. 84 people said no.
Yeah, right. But it says within a year. That seems still like a long time. Again, you can do anything for a while. Until you make it a habit and a mindset and every day. And then once you undo that, boy, it doesn't take very long for the wheels come off. Now, I have a couple more. I'm going to do this one, and then we're going to go into I have a TCO of the week. Okay. I think I prefaced this before that I have one coming up. In 1904, a Swedish sailor shipwrecked on an island inhabited by cannibals. He was captured and taken to their king, whose daughter fell in love with him. He married, had 9 children with her, and became the king after his father-in-law. So this guy who didn't eat people ended up on an island of people who ate people. Now,
maybe he was smart and didn't say it. Maybe he wasn't like a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't like, hey, guys, I don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm a little healthier.
I can't believe you guys do that. Man, your cholesterol's got to be through the roof. You're eating people? Oh.
I'm eating clean now.
Ooh, yeah. Clean people. They can eat it. We got to bathe them first. But no, here, if you see what I put underneath the thing, because here's my question.
You asked who took the pictures.
Right. Because there's a picture of this guy. Listen, I'm guessing.
He shipwrecked in 1904.
Yeah.
By the amount of kids here, this has to be 1920s.
1920s, right. So 1920s, but I'm saying it had to have been then a cannibal that took the picture, right? Because
maybe he's like, hey, we always have to clean it for you. You always have to come over to our place. Can we ever visit you? And he's like, hey, guys, let me, it's going to take a little time. Let me put a little work in. Really not ready for visitors right yet.
They show up and his kids are like, are these just for anybody? Those aren't supposed to be out. Yeah. Those are my friends.
Yeah, you can come down. I just need you to bring your fanciest camera. Probably ride a wheel.
Here's my question. So he's shipwrecked and he's okay. By the way, he looks surprisingly like someone famous. Did you see the guy?
Yeah.
He really does. He doesn't look like he's Swedish.
No, he looks like he wrote a book in prison.
Yeah. He definitely looks like his favorite number is 9. No. Okay? I'm just telling you right now.
He looks like he wrote a book in prison about his cough.
Wouldn't go away. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
It was mine, but it is what it is.
He's very angry.
So, but the fact of the matter is my point. even if he had the camera with him, hey, I was shipwrecked. I had a camera. I got a cameraman. Look, do me a favor. Your daughter loves me. Can we spare Bill? Okay. He takes my photos. Because I mean, who's taking this and publishing this?
I also don't understand how cannibalism works. Like, especially if you're on an island.
Yeah.
Don't you eventually run out of people except your own people?
Well, okay, well, people are dying all the time. So instead of burying them, I guess you're eating. You know what I mean?
I want a fresh one.
Yeah.
These are all grizzly.
Yeah. But at the same time, how? So he came up on this island. Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
What if he gets there and they're like, we're going to eat him, and he goes up to the princess and he's like, hear me out. I have been eating a lot of black ginger.
Listen, this is a term.
Clearly, because he's got a lot of kids.
This is a term that won't be popular for another 20 years. But if you heard of Raylan,
I was just going to say.
Are you familiar with Raylan? So where I'm at here. Because, again, how do they give him time to plead his case? How does he plead his case? Because he's Swedish and they're on an island. Something tells me they don't speak the same language. How do you do that? You kept him alive long enough for the daughter of the king to be like, don't kill that one.
Maybe on their, and this is just speculation, maybe in their language, the phrase for, I love you and you think you're beautiful is bork, bork, bork.
It's what's for dinner. So the Swedish chef is on an island. Okay. So first off, he's like, work to Ferk, okay? He's stuck on this island.
I mean, that's a pretty good gift for Gab. If you can go from like, hey, you're going to eat me to suddenly I'm your king.
Yeah. Listen, hear me out. I got a long con, all right? I'm going to act like I like this one over here, okay? We're going to have lots of kids together, and I'm going to live, okay? I might actually tell you, because if you come from Sweden at that time and you end up in it's got to be a third world island country, you know what I mean? Your level of life, your lifestyle, now if you're king, maybe it's pretty good. I don't know if you're royalty.
He did get to the point where he convinced them not to eat him. He married royalty, had all these kids. Assuming that at one point they finally were able to figure out a language barrier.
Yeah. You're
the whole time he's still like, I don't want to be here.
Either that, you know what he was? Here's what it is. I'm gonna tell you right now. He was a spice salesman. Okay, he had a case of spices. He was able to give them to the cannibals and just make all those grizzled old guys just slightly more tender, a little bit more tender. You know what I mean? He was a marinade. He was a marinade salesman.
Have you guys ever had MSG? It is amazing. Gets a bad rap.
He's rolling them up.
But it's amazing.
He's like, look, you don't want to cook this one. We're going to roll them up in seaweed with rice. This is called sushi, okay? You're going to love it.
Let me start teaching you the ABCs. We'll start with A1. It's delicious.
It's like ketchup for your people. It's all good. You put it right on your people as you eat them. It's delicious. But yeah, again, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids in this picture. Okay, so yeah, I would say it's probably around the 20s, you know. But that being said, he ended up having 9 kids. You only got 6 in the picture. But to go from, I landed here, I need to be alive, to I rule you now. Yeah, I rule you now. Okay? I am
the captain now.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe this is this guy. Might be the guy. But yeah, that was my main question was, how did somebody stay alive to take the pictures? You know, it's like, ooh. And then, again, was he the only vegetarian on the island? Because there's no way. Did he just come around and we're like, okay, we're going to eat Tony. When Tony's dead, we're just going to eat him.
Hey, you're getting a little too attached.
Yeah. You know what's weird?
Food for thought.
Tony. All right, so let's do a TCO of the week because this one is just too good to skip. So I have to do it. Florida woman skips paying at Walmart because the guard was trying to, quote, holler at her.
Holla!
She ain't no holla back, girl. But it says Florida woman.
Maybe she was trying to steal it BANANAS. Oh, boy. Got him.
Took a while. Yeah. So it says a Florida woman who left an Ocala Walmart store without paying for items said she had to make a quick exit as the store security guard was trying to, quote, holler at her, according to the Marion County Sheriff's Office. Catherine Eves' excuse didn't fly. However, she was arrested and charged with petty retail theft. It says she didn't just leave without repaying. She refused to go back in. And they said they said that they watched her exit the store without paying. When approached, she outright refused to go back inside. The whole situation was a bit odd because surveillance videos showed that she was at the Walmart store for approximately 3 hours and bought nothing. I'm going to tell you right now, I go to a store for 3 hours and walk out with nothing. I'm the dumbest guy you've ever met.
I was going to say, if you've done that, you've eaten something.
Store snacks.
And left it behind.
Correct. Although there's definitely BANANAS peels all over the place.
Well, I was going to say, you have brown Friday that place.
Yeah. Here's the deal. I dropped the evidence off at the pool. You guys will never catch me.
The evidence is gone.
Yeah, you will never catch me. But it says she flattered herself to police, okay? In an interview after arrest, she said that when the employee approached her, she felt sure he was trying to holler, quote, holler, so she left. By holler, she means that security guard was trying to hit on her romantically.
Well, I like that they had to explain it for old people.
Yeah. Well, what I like is the fact is that you have like their material or their products on your person, and you're like, that guy's just trying to pick me up.
Yeah, he's just trying to holler at me.
Yeah, if I wasn't so hot, I
well, you wouldn't be as hot if you take off the 7 layers of clothes.
Correct. It's Florida, and you're in a parka. I'm just letting you know. But she said she'd simply gone to the store since she had nothing to do and was, quote, killing time. But what she had to do was return a few things and then pick a few up. She stole some pretty random stuff and added up to $160. Okay, now here's the deal. Some people have hard times. I get it. And some people need stuff, and I get it. If that's your plan, first off, get in and out. Do you know what they don't look at? They don't look at people that go in the store and they're in the store 8 minutes. Unless you do walk out with it, then they might.
If you're stealing bread and eggs to feed your kids, I'm not looking. I'm looking the other way.
Yeah, and you get caught. Yeah. But
if you walk around and you're like, let's see, I can steal $8 from automotive. I could take one shoe.
Oh, here's the next sentence. Police say Eves walked out of Walmart without paying for shampoo, 2 hair color kits, 2 drill batteries, and some other items. That's not anything you just labeled. No. So, by the way, if you have gray hair, we're cool with that. Okay, so you should be too.
Also, drill batteries.
Yeah, right.
Was she trying to impress MacGyver out in the parking lot?
Right.
Okay, here's what I got. Yeah. I got hair dye. I got drill batteries.
And some shampoo.
I got some Nutter Butters. It was 3 hours.
Yeah. I have car snacks. Are you interested at all in car snacks? But it says she wasn't able to give a valid answer on why she had that stuff. She was released soon after under own recognizance. Here's the deal. She's going to do this again. Because when you tell me she had drill batteries, that's not, shampoo. Okay, I need soap. I need this. I need that. Hair dye? No. First off, you're totally against hair dye, I'm sure, because I'm looking at the top of your head. But anyway, I'm just pointing that out. I love it. Here comes the hand. You're getting ready.
I'm just like, of all the stuff, she's like, her immediate response is, the security person isn't trying to get me for the stuff he and I both know we stole.
Right. I know I have it.
He thinks that I'm pretty hot waddling out of here with a shampoo bottle stuck in my cheeks.
And my gray hair.
Yeah.
The gray hair lady with the that's waddling. I tell you what, I'd like to get to know her a little better.
Yeah. Granny that's carrying out Pert Plus in what looks like to be the turd formation. I got to holler at her.
And she has 2 of the most ample drill battery breasts I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
She has like 20-volt breasts. I really have no idea what's going on here. But yeah, where do you even pack all that stuff? You know what I mean? Again.
I think you're right.
We've talked about Amish people with key string things.
She walked in flat and came out 2 lithiums.
Right. Listen, you're going to want to charge her for about an hour.
Are those double Ds? No, these are lithium.
Yeah, these are 20 Vs. Yeah. These are 20 Vs.
Totally different.
These are different. Yeah.
Totally different. It's European metric.
European. We're in the metric scale over here. So anyway, she was released. The over-under on her doing this again is tomorrow. Okay? So what's going to happen?
Makes me think, like, it was pretty viral for a while, but there's a guy in a courtroom, and he's in an orange jumpsuit, so you can tell he's being arraigned in front of the judge, and the prosecutor says something like, and said she was as hot as a pack of biscuits or something like that. And then you cut to the guy, and he just goes over and does, like, double fingers, as if to say, that's what I said. He was like, yep.
I was under oath. I meant what I said. Okay, you said not to lie.
But he's like, this is what he said about the woman. It was some sort of weird colloquialism, like she was hot. He's just like, that's what I said.
Yeah.
This feels the reverse of that.
Yeah.
He was like, he was hot on me. He thought it was hot. The guy was just like, no.
It is Ocala, Florida, and it is June. Yeah. She probably was hot, okay? But not to me. That is true.
Like, where are you hiding all that stuff?
Yeah. No, you can't.
Because you were minimally dressed at that point in Florida.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. You're keystring stuff. You're doing this. You have you do. You're like wow. Those are really weird shaped. Because again, guys notice women when they walk by, and you're like, but then you know what? I wonder because guys like drills and power tools.
You got a loud set of balls. Oh no, those are just drill batteries. Clank, clank, clank.
I was thinking more of the shape, like, you know what, man, those look like DeWalt. I'm kind of turned on by this. I really don't know what's going on here, but, Rhonda Ryobi over there, I'm really kind of digging those lumps. It is what it is. So,
Rhonda Ryobi.
Yeah, and her lovely lady lumps, as Fergie Ferg would say.
Hey, she's been up in the gym working on her fitness.
So here, I want to finish with a strange story, all right?
Strange stories?
This is an actual strange story, not a list. Customs seizes giraffe poop from woman who planned to make necklaces with it. So Customs, we know it's coming in from another country.
Right.
And to get your hand on giraffe poop here in this country, you probably have to work at a zoo. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's the only way you could probably do it. It says a bizarre incident took place on September 29th, so not long ago. A plane had just unloaded its passengers who are now moving through the customs. Among them was an unidentified woman from Iowa. Well, there's your first problem. She's from Iowa. She was on the plane to get home from an African safari trip in Kenya. Okay. You went from Iowa to Kenya and then back, and you look suspicious enough for them to go, I think she's got some giraffe dung somewhere on her. Do you have giraffe dung dogs? What do you have? How do they sniff that out? You know what I mean? Were they looking for drugs? And they're like, this is worse.
They are trained to smell through.
Well, because they probably smell like cadavers and body parts and stuff too, right?
I think at one point people would try to smuggle drugs through, like diapers or other kind of related items.
Gotcha. So it says when customs agents,
they probably were like, I don't know what this is. I don't like it.
So when they asked her, when the customs agents said, hey, do you have anything to declare? She said, yes. There's nothing weird here, or there's nothing weird there. People often bring with them souvenirs that require customs inspection. Normally, this is a quote, we are inspecting a lot of fruits and vegetables and meats and plants that people are bringing back. Yet that's not what this woman had brought with her. From her bags, she produced a box containing an aforementioned giraffe crap.
So it's just one
box. I don't know if it's one turd, but it's a box. So I mean, maybe she packed it in. Maybe it's a shoe box.
I am going to corner the market.
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to need you to stand on the top of this box. I think I can get some more shit in here. Okay. I'm going to be honest. Literally, I think I can get some more in here. There was also some kind of shell for good measure. To be clear, it was not the usual customs declaration. We don't normally get fecal material in. That's not something we see on a daily basis, she said. We were really a little shocked. Just a little.
A little bit.
When asked why she was trying to bring the dried poop nuggets into the country, the woman responded she intended to make jewelry out of it. Apparently, when she's at home, she makes jewelry out of moose droppings. I think I know this lady. I think there was a show about her. If it's the same lady,
I feel like we talked about this.
Yeah, I honestly think I know this lady. I'm gonna research this a little more because I think I know this lady. She may not be unnamed. I may name her next episode. Okay, because we watch a show about her, and she is
bonkers,
moose shit crazy. Okay, I'm not gonna say bad. So it says dangerous crap. Custom agents quickly explained to the woman they cannot allow her to keep her souvenir. After all, bringing foreign animal droppings can be very dangerous. There is a real danger to bringing fecal matter into the U.S. This person entered the U.S. and not declared these items. There's a high possibility they could have contracted a disease from this jewelry and developed serious health issues. Here's the deal. We live in a country that probably has way more medicine than Kenya. So
yeah, your doctor's just throwing out black ginger. I got nothing to give you.
Right.
Here.
Yeah. I mean, I get random boner powder.
If you make snaps out of this, don't let the kids get them.
Yeah, just letting you know. Yeah, don't do that. But my point is if giraffe crap is going to kill anybody, isn't it Kenya people? I mean, realistically,
percentage-wise, I would assume. Yeah.
Okay, because here's the deal. Even I buy it for my wife for Christmas. Okay,
giraffe poop.
Yeah, she puts it on her neck. She loves it. Okay, she has no idea what it is. I wouldn't tell her. I'll just giggle and tell my friends all the time. That's what we do. I'm kind of a jerk like that. Okay. Could you see this happening?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think you might also get some?
No, I would not get giraffe poop.
If I could hide it in something.
You said
I'm saying from me.
From
do you think I could be gifted from me?
You giraffe poop.
Yeah, without a doubt. So anyway, my point is that we are in the U.S. We have all the medicine and everything else. How sick? It's gross and disgusting.
I guess, but do we have clinical trials on the effects of giraffe poop?
You are correct. You are correct. So it says owning up to her mistake. It says there's only one way the woman could have kept her poop. Importing animal feces is legal, assuming she's doing it pre-applied as an import and gets a permit and submits it to the appropriate inspection upon entry. I thought it was upon exit. It isn't done. All right. Because poop does not enter. It exits. You know what? I'll take a Collins. That's a solid drum roll. It's a very solid drum roll. But she didn't have such a permit. Her giraffe crap was confiscated, destroyed, and the droppings using steam sterilization. Oh, okay. So they sterilized it first, then they got rid of it.
Yeah, they just popped it in the microwave.
It's a good thing, too, that the woman declared her strange souvenir. Had she thrown a Karen fit, this is how they said, or even worse, tried to smuggle the poop past customs, it could have been looking at a $1,000 fine. However, she didn't even intend to cause any harm. She saw something that would be an interesting addition to her hobby. Unfortunately, it's those innocuous importations that sometimes have the biggest effect.
Do you think the poop has the giraffe markings on it? You know, it has like the...
Ooh. That's how they knew it was giraffe poop.
You know, that's where she's like, oh, that looked nice.
You know what's weird?
What's the point? Could you just take any poop and make it look like poop necklaces?
Couldn't you just say, hey, it's... Well, because she does the moose stuff.
I know. I get that.
But couldn't she do moose stuff and be like, that's giraffe poop?
Yeah, just...
How would we know?
Right. Just paint a little yellow and brown on it. Giraffe poop.
I don't think you need to paint the brown, but the yellow. Possibly the yellow.
Maybe have the body of it really small, but then elongate the top. As if they're doing a long pinch. That's not giraffe's poop. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, but they said in the end, there's no harm done, except the woman now can't make her exotic giraffe crap necklace. I'll be honest with you. I know this is that lady because she was the moose crap lady.
Yeah.
She had a show on TV.
Yeah, when you were talking about this, I was like, this sounds very
as soon as I heard, I didn't know, I don't remember she was from Iowa, but I'm sure that was her. Or she moved. But whatever. She got to be somewhere where there's moose so she can do what she does. You know? Mises? Mooses? Moosin. So
I needed that just have a minute to go.
You're like, I'm processing. He's still talking. I'm trying to process the first word that was wrong. So anyway, to wrap this up, I know this lady. Okay.
Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
The one thing that keeps me coming back to this podcast is maybe I'll just say something that'll eventually go viral. I was watching, you know, the guy who was on Little House on the Prairie with his brother. Like Albert was one, and then his brother was the other one.
Yeah.
So the less famous one. So I was watching, he did a thing where he said that he went in to do an audition for a commercial. He read a line 3 times. He got home. His agent was like, hey, you got it. You don't have to come back because you went down. You did it. Because this was back when they recorded in studios, not from homes and whatever. So you don't have to come back. For the next 10 plus years, he got paid every time a commercial ran and said, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. So maybe one day someone will pull something off this stupid podcast and I'll get paid and I won't have to come down here.
But what if it's moosin'? Won't you feel bad if it's moosin'? No. Where can they find us, Ted?
You can find us at thatchecksout.net. That checks out WDT. That checks out has been a TCO Productions recorded for you at Audio High Podcasting Studio. Come on down, Dr. Brian, doing your own show. He'd love to have you. We will catch you next time. For Damon, I'm Ted. That checks out.
Moosin'.